29 March 1942, Indian Ocean. After conquering Dutch East Indies, IJN appears to want to attack Ceylon and our naval base there. A very large task force with a heavy cruiser, a battleship and carrier Akagi was encountered by our submarine HMS Rover. Rover attacked and sunk Akagi. Indian Ocean is not going to be a safe place for Japanese. Hello and welcome back to Indian Ocean. I'm starting slightly differently today. The reason being, you have seen Rover to sink Akagi, which was great, but in the process she got very damaged, as you can see. And that means that she has to go back. She barely survived because I sort of ignored in the enthusiasm of sinking Akagi. I sort of forgot that there still might be destroyers and ignored them and almost got sunk. If you have seen the coda to the episode 1, then you would have known that. If you didn't, that's the reason why I'm starting here. And I've noticed there is still the bug where if you load something, you might see the submarines here. I'm going to ignore it for the time being. The plan here is that I will send Task Force A towards here. They are about 280 miles, something like that, away. 280 miles, and Albacores have about 270 miles. Their effective range, so it's going to take a bit to send them here and hopefully find something. In the meanwhile, I am going to, let's see, no, they won't share. I'm going to send this guy here to try to find the that task force, and we will see how it goes. And yes, I am going to buy a replacement sub. Yes, I will go for 019. The main reason is she is actually quite fast on surface. So and she is reasonably cheap. So let's get it, although she is from Adu Atoll. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll get her anyway. Let me get her quickly. Okay, and as I said, I'm going to try to find that force before night strikes. Well, I haven't found the Congo, but I have found a convoy trying to raid Port Blair. There's a Chidori, but there are other things as well. You can see there is a whole bunch of merchants, and where was it? There was an amphibious landing ship, I think it's this, yes. And in addition to that, there is a light cruiser. We should be able to win this, short of a lucky torpedo hit or a lucky magazine explosion for them. So we are going to see what we can do. I've split my destroyers and the main force because they have basically we have been going and couldn't find them, so I sent some of them up and some of them down, and we should be able to find them this way. And this Chidori looks very unhealthy already. Very, very unhealthy. No surprise, going against a light cruiser and a heavy cruiser is not in the interest of your health. She has a torpedo launcher, so I need to be a bit careful there. But hopefully we'll turn her into a submarine before she can launch her torpedoes. But I really like the new models. And you can see that we are at 4,000 yards and have a 53%. Not a very good pollution. Chinshumaru. Yes, that's the one that we do want to sink. This one I don't care about that much. This is what we want to sink, the floating castle. This will go down eventually. Even destroyers can sink that, but this is what we have to sink. We are hitting. As you can see, there was something that caused fires. So that's good. That was very nice. That's very, very nice. More like this. We can send some torpedoes here just to sort of mess up the formations, hopefully hit the hopefully hit something else. Stop. Go after the Nagara. I think it's Nagara. Yamancharan meanwhile can continue hitting Shinchumaru, which is now offline. It's funny how you have to sort of go it this way because the superstructure is so high that the normal animation of the flames you can't just see. Emerald once again. Stop and start firing APs on Nagara. Nagara is what can cause us the most trouble, so we do want to hit her if we can. Emerald's 6-inch guns should be doing some good work here. Yes, they are. I've stopped firing because my solutions are pretty bad. Let me see whether the Chidori is any better here. Not massively so. I have to watch because these torpedoes are so slow that they could still run into me. Well, looks like I've been hit badly. Let's fire at this Chidori. Emerald also has torpedoes, so we will do a manual. Well, let's ignore it for the time being. How is our solution on Nagara coming? Nice! 51%. Yeah, I will take 51% this now. Yeah, we've got some good hit on Nagara again. But it appears that they have got good hit on us as well, unfortunately. Good hit on Chidori, which should slow her down, but yeah, in the current conditions, it's a question. Yeah, well, Chidori is looking like she is not going to last for too long. This is a fairly long battle because we are we do not have great solutions, so I'm just going to call this an episode, and yeah, the first invasion will hopefully be worth it. We need to be careful. I don't want to run into our torpedoes, so I'm going to get us very slightly out of whack. Running into our torpedoes would have been embarrassing, very embarrassing. What's here? There is one merchant, and there is another merchant here. Okay, we will send our destroyers after these merchants, and the heavy cruisers and so on will go after the ones going north, of course, after they dealt with the debris and Nagara or Tenru. I think it's Nagara. I put it as Nagara. We'll see. This was, I would say, probably a magazine explosion. No, it wasn't when I checked. Yeah. But I don't think she's gonna last for much longer. I was a bit worried about Emerald when the ship was hit and there was plenty of fires, but it appears, touch wood, that we've dealt with it. Well, the burning Chidori is causing a bit of a trouble with the amount of smoke she's producing, so let's hope that she goes down quickly. I'm going to break off the chair and have her coming down here to deal with Nagara. And meanwhile, Emerald has been redirected to attack less. Shinchumaru continues burning, and yeah, it's not in a good state in general. Okay, and Chidori is finally thinking I was just about to redirect the secondaries on Devonshire to attack it, but she rolled up and went down. Good. Right now we have sung to Joris, which is okay, but not great. We want to send something more substantial. Looks like she is not going to be in a good state for too much longer. And Shinjumaru is, yeah, she's burning stern to stem. So she is not going to survive for much longer either. Emerald, we need to slow down because she is also not doing that great, especially with the magazine being on fire. Emerald is a bit what do you call, squishier than I thought she would be. She doesn't have a huge amount of armor. Okay, 2-1. I think our destroyers have 2-1 or both. Yeah, he is definitely a very light cruiser. Nagara, in meanwhile, continues fighting as you would expect, but yeah, I'm sure we will deal with her. Her speed is not great. And Shinshu Maru is sinking, but the Emerald is in not the best of shapes, let's put it this way. We are handling the fires just about. She is dead in the water. Devonshire is on fire. Okay, we got it under control. Well, we need to get some good hits on the Nagara. Our fire director is gone, so... Oh! We just got hit by a torpedo. That's very unpleasant. I've stopped down and started turning. I don't know whether there are any other torpedoes. It looks like we were lucky though, with Emerald still. I do not see or hear anything, so it looks like we were extremely lucky. Okay, let's fire on this guy. Let's sink him. We are getting the fires and everything under control. Once this is done, I'll get it on director, so we can actually get some good hits, hopefully. One, and... yeah, well, okay. Fires are more important, artillery. And meanwhile, Nagara is still trying to run away, which is understandable, but I do want to sink her. I've got Emerald to fire a fish on this target, and we'll see what we can get. She is handling the fires, but we will see. We still have a decent amount of AP with our cruiser, heavy cruiser, so we don't necessarily need to go and replenish immediately. And it appears that only these two guns still operate. Maybe this one. Oh no, this one definitely. This one hard to say. But she is also a fire stern. So, and I would say that the Nagara is going down. And it's not Nagara, it's actually this thing, so we wasted our torpedoes. But a good thing that she is going down. Let's have a look at Emerald. What's the state of her? Fixing things. That's all we can say. Fixing. Slowly, but sure. I want my destroyers. How much ammunition do you have? Not a great amount. Let's stop the destroyers firing, because we still need to catch up. Okay, Nagara is sinking, which is excellent. So now we have only those two merchants to catch up. I'm going to speed up time, because they are way far ahead. You can't even see it from here. There is one, and you can just barely see on the horizon here, the other one. Oh. I'm going to set the target here. She's running at 10 knots. Yeah. In meanwhile, I would say that Emerald will recover. Yeah, she has no fires. She can go and put at top speed as she can. And I'm going to catch up with our friends. Oh, it was a nice explosion on Nagara, and we are going to run for it. I'm going to run the time and catch both of them, hopefully. And we are close enough to warrant a salvo from Devonshire to on the merchant that we've got there. And as you can see, our coming up close and personal has paid off. Our first salvos have already hit, and she is not gonna last for much longer than this. I think Devonshire has 8-inch guns or something like that, and it's yeah, that's just tough luck. And indeed, down she goes. Last one, and the last one is this, which appears to be a plane carrier, not a carrier in the sense of launching the planes, but something that transports, plane transporter might be better. And she has hit our poor active badly already. Kimikiwa Maru. I've kept my destroyers away, trying to protect them from the worst, but it appears that even a merchant can cause significant trouble. Yeah, you can see. Even a merchant with, I don't know, let's have a look. Even a merchant with a 4.7-inch guns, which actually is a decent. It's close to a light cruiser armament. It's causing significant trouble to my poor destroyer, to an extent that I might have to send her home. Yeah, you see. Well, this is the good and bad thing on the ABDA mods, that they are harder, but I think sometimes they are just weirdly harder. I have to say, as in that it doesn't make that much sense to for it to be so much harder. As in, the merchant could have the very good gun, but the merchant crews on those merchants weren't nearly as good as would have warranted something like this. So, like having a merchant that fires with 90%, like that's basically better than a trained naval crew, is just fairly ridiculous. But unfortunately, the problem is that you cannot reduce just the merchants. So it's all or nothing, and that's that's not a problem of the mod, it's a problem of the game. But she is not gonna last for much longer, hopefully, and yeah, down she goes. And that's it. So I will save active, but in meanwhile, I hope you have enjoyed this. It was more nerve-wracking than I thought it would be, given what we have, because both Emerald and the Destroyer, I will have to be way more careful. I'm not sure whether Destroyers are worth it now, to be honest. Maybe one for sort of ASW on a larger fleets, but apart from that, I'm really not sure whether it's worth it, and definitely I wouldn't put it as leading ship, because AI for some reason seems to like the leading ships and attacks it with everything, which basically blows the destroyers out of the water. Anyway, once again, I hope you have liked this. If you did, please consider subscribing, commenting and liking. commenting and liking is a great way to give me some feedback. Although if you do put in a dislike, that's fine, but if you could say why, that would be great. But either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you with the next video.